Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. We're going to be discussing the different packaging options for distributors. This is for ingredient distributors, food service suppliers, and wholesale distributors, anything in between. My name is Hannah, I work with Centra Foods, and I'll be going over all these options with you today. Keep in mind, you can find us on Twitter. Our handle is @CentraFoods, and you can also find us on Facebook. We'd love to meet with you. So I'm going to start with our largest sizes used by distributors, and the most common size for that is actually going to be the 35-pound containers. Those are sometimes known as a jug-in-a-box. There's also bag-in-a-box versions as well coming soon, but we call them 35-pound containers. That's because they hold 35 pounds of oil. It's actually 4.6 gallons. And those are about 1.5 by a foot dimension, a large cardboard outer box with a jug inside that holds the oil, and they have a screw-on top, and you can actually get an attachment that is a spigot instead if you have customers that would love to put this oil up on a shelf, store it there, and pour out of it using that little spout into smaller bottles. We've got a couple different versions of spouts for you, and so that's a great option for a lot of restaurants or even small food manufacturers that you may be distributing to. Now, I will make a small note. We actually have one larger size that's used by some ingredient distributors, which is the 55-gallon drums. This is pretty standard. I won't go into it too far, but if you are an ingredient distributor, we do carry that size as well. Now, the next smaller size than the 35-pound containers is the 1-gallon jugs. Now, these are plastic jugs, and they come 6 in a case. We do also have some other case options. Another common size is 4 to a case, so we can do that as well. Now, these are all individually labeled. They have the actual pour spout is at the top of the jug, and they're really commonly used in kitchens and very small manufacturing locations where if you're going to be doing a lot of manual pouring through the day, they're helpful for that. You know, the pricing is going to be higher than the 35-pound containers because there's more packaging involved. But for most food service suppliers, this is going to be one of your primary sizes. The next size down is the 3-liter bag-in-a-box container. Now, this bag-in-a-box container is something that is pretty unique to Centra Foods. We have not seen it anywhere else, though we have seen some other versions. But our bag-in-a-box container is a very similar format to the 3-liter tins that all of your chefs are going to be familiar with and comfortable with. But this bag-in-a-box container, it has a spout at the top. It's actually an easy pour spout, and I love it in comparison to the tins. It's what I use in my home because it works so easily. It pours so smoothly, and when you pour it into a bottle, oil doesn't go everywhere. So I love it for that reason. The other thing is, it's a cardboard outer recyclable box and an inner BPA-free bag. And that bag collapses around the oil as it's used, which helps preserve the shelf life. So that's another great thing about this bag-in-a-box. Typically, again, there's 6 to a case, though we can do cases of 4. The next size down is going to be the 3-liter tins. So it's not really the next size down, just the next size. And so that's the traditional size. That's what people have been using for many, many years. Most chefs, most food service distributors, you're going to already be carrying this. So we do carry the 3-liter tins as well. And so you can kind of see we've got a full range of packaging for all of your different needs. We can do full food service lines with all of the different packaging options. Now, you'll notice that I did not mention any labeling on this. Just so you know, Centra Foods does have a generic brand. It's known as Bellavina, and we've got lots of distributors that are carrying that. You know, if you do want to do your own private label, that's something that we do as well, and it's very popular. The reason distributors may want to do that private label is that, A, it helps market your company, and it builds brand credibility with your customers. B, it helps protect you a little bit. They can't go get your oil, what they know as your brand of oil, elsewhere with a different distributor. So private labeling is definitely something that we can do. The minimums for that are going to vary depending on the pack size. If you are using a packaging size like the 35-pound containers or the 1-gallon plastic jugs, those both come with, typically our standard is a 5-inch by 5-inch label that goes right on the front. And so that's actually a very simple private labeling program to start up. Now, if you're going with something like the bag-in-a-box containers or the tins, those have to be fully manufactured. And so they do have a 1 container minimum, typically for every different type of artwork that you're going to be doing. So, those are larger private label endeavors, but definitely worthwhile. If you're looking for a full broad spectrum program, we can do olive oils. We've got many different grades. You're probably going to be interested in the organic, the extra virgin, the pure, the pomace, and also the blends, very common in food service. We can do blends with any type of canola, soybean, anything like that, with different types of olive oil as well. So you can choose whatever grades you're looking for best. And in addition, we also carry canola oils, safflower oils, sunflower oils, and lots of different specialty and non-GMO oils. So if you are using those as well, we can also private label those those edible oils too. If you have any questions about this, feel free to contact us. We will be happy to discuss what you're looking for, some of the challenges that you're up against, and help you come up with a solution. Have a great day.